What's up, guys? Full Gore here, and another commentary on League of Legends. I'm using what's it called? Oh, low replays, and basically what it is I can actually see both teams. I can see the match from a spectator point of view, so it's not gonna be like I have to record every game and then like erase the ones that didn't work out. This is if you don't have low replay and you're a big League of Legends fan and you want to do commentary, I recommend low replays. It will really help you out. But enough of that. I am using. I'm playing. I'm gonna be focusing on two people in this team. I'm gonna be focusing mainly on me and Bloody Shark, who is playing as Sing Yao, and. I'd just like to say that I'm using Darius, the most overpowered champion in the whole league. Darius is like the Chuck Norris of League of Legends, and you can see here why. Boom. Come here, little rat. I hate rats. Come here. Will I make it? Can I get him? No. Yeah. That's right. Darius is so tough he can kill people with his mind. I hate rats. I hate Timo. I hate Twitch. I hate Speedy Gonzalez. I just fucking hate him. I also have to give credit where credit is due. We had a great bottom. Graves volunteered to bottom on this game, and I couldn't have asked for a better bottom player. He pushed out the lane. He defended the point. So, props. I wish I knew his gamer tag. Wait, hold on. I think I can see it. I can't read that. 9 line something. No, I'm gonna briefly talk about the abilities Darius has. Darius is one of those like really straightforward champions, so I don't feel like I need to really spend a lot of time describing his abilities, especially since he's one of the most. If you go to the League of Legends store, he's one of the most bought champions. But I'm gonna do it briefly. I'm not gonna get into like specifics like how much damage, what's the range. I'm just gonna get to the basics because at the end of the day, that's what matters. And 1, 2, 3. There you go. Darius's Q is called Decimate. Basically, Darius spins around and hits enemies around him with his axe. Now, it does extra damage when you hit him with the edge of the axe, because, makes sense. But if you hit him with the handle, it does less damage, but it's still damage. Usually with Decimate, you want to get a little bit of distance, Q, so to get maximum damage, and then back away. This is Darius' primary ability, and it should be maxed out first. I don't see a reason why you should max out the other abilities. Decimate should definitely be first. I'm usually very hesitant to tell people how to play the game, but if you want to be successful with Darius, that's what you should do. His second ability is called Crippling Strike, and basically he hits an enemy, puts hemorrhage counters on them, which is his passive. I should talk about his passive. His passive is called Hemorrhage, and basically he puts hemorrhage counters on his opponents, makes them bleed for a while, and for every counter on enemy champions, he gains movement speed. Now, the movement speed isn't very significant. In fact, it's very, very little. Don't count on it to catch up on targets. It will help you, but very minimally. Now, going back to Crippling Strike. Crippling Strike slows the enemy, deals damage, and puts hemorrhage counters. His third ability, his E ability, is called Apprehend. Basically, he pulls enemies towards him, and then he can just wail on them. It's a very good ability, and usually I recommend that ability when they're running away from you, or if you need to initiate a team fight and you need to pull an important member of their team. Decimate is very good. Now, you've noticed I'm playing the minion. I should probably talk about that too. Before I talk about the ultimate, we're playing the minion, so it kind of it feels like Decimate doesn't really help on a 1v1 situation, because most of the time it's gonna be team fights up top, as you've seen so far. So I should probably open with Decimate, but the thing is, Bloody Shark, who is using Sing Yao, he can actually with his 3 talent strike, he can knock them up in the air, and I can save Decimate from when they try to run away, which is why I'm not using it to open the team fights. So his ultimate is called Noxian Guillotine, and it is the meta of what Darius is. This is what makes Darius so overpowered, and props on Bloody Shark for knocking back Fura there. It's what makes Darius so overpowered. By the way, notice that, this right here, this is a lost team fight. It's a 2v4. Clearly, we're not going to get the point. But the reason why they stay there and fight is because every second in the minion counts. Every second the drill is losing health counts. You want to protect those points as much as possible. Now, Going back to the Darius Ultimate. Darius Ultimate knocks in guillotine. He basically jumps target, dunks them, and just cuts him in half like a boss, and dead. And this is a very, very good ultimate, not because of the damage, but because it does a lot of damage if they have hammered counter. So it does double damage, I believe, and I'm not gonna get into specifics, but it does a lot of damage, is what I'm trying to say. And if you kill the target, it refreshes. So Darius is more of that champion that goes into team fights and gets those pentas and quadra kills, cleanups, and it's just amazing. And look at this poor Fiora. Come here, come here, come here. Dead. And he is just a very strong champion. And now I'm gonna talk about a little bit about Dominion, because there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to Darius. Very straightforward champion. If you're new to the game, I recommend you get him. He is expensive because he came out fairly recently compared to some of the champions in the league, and he is just fun. And when it comes to melee champions, there are very few that are above him. Amongst them, I consider Fiora to be above Darius, Sion, and Xing Yao. But other than that, Darius dominates a game. He is a great solo top in Classic, and in Dominion, he is very good at saving the points. You can just pull them towards the turret, and when they start taking turret hits, you can just execute them with Dunks and Guillotine, like so. And in Dominion, teamwork is very important. It's very important that you pay attention to your team and that you don't steal kills, because stealing kills is not cool. And steal kill, and it's just you gotta be a good team member. You know, don't be a douche. Don't steal kills. Anyway, now Dominion is the name itself is very, I feel kind of stupid explaining it, but the name itself is very self-explanatory. Dominion, it talks about dominating the map. It talks about getting the points. It's just, if the more control you have over the map, the sooner you win. It's very simple. It's like capture the flag or domination in Call of Duty. It's just a very straightforward game type. There aren't many people that play this game, sadly. But it's very fun. Usually the standard thing for Dominion, in case you've never played it, is one person goes bottom, 4 people go top, and then they fight it out. They fight it out top and bottom and try to capture each other's points. Overall, it's a very fun game type, and the soundtrack is a lot better than Summoner's Rift. So I like to give credit where credit is due. And look at Leona. Leona's just, props to Leona, defending that point like a boss. And I believe that in Dominion, it's very important that you stay with your team. The reason why these guys are losing is because they're getting picked off one by one. They're not going as a team. And overall, they're leaving Twitch, which is their AD carry. They're leaving Twitch behind. And thanks to Graves pushing bottom, we're able to continually push top and capture. And now that's important, because as long as Darius keeps bottom pushed, it means Teemo, who is supposed to be bottom and is top for some reason, it means Teemo can't go top and can assist his team. And as a result, we just completely killed them top. That, and also we have an OPS team. In the minion, you have to communicate. I mean, in Summoner's Rift, you can get away with it. As long as you do well in your lane, you got the right items, you farm good gold, you'll be fine. That doesn't count for Dominion. In Dominion, you actually need teamwork. You need to capture the points, and you need to communicate. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out. So Dominion is one of those game types that if you're not playing it with a friend, you better be using the chat, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Oh shit! I forget I'm talking about Darius. Going back to Darius. Darius is my favorite to pick in Dominion. I pick a few champions. But excuse me for a second. I've picked a few champions, but Darius is my favorite in the minion, simply because he is, well, first of all, he's overpowered. He's like the Chuck Norris of League of Legends. And second, he is very good at capping points. He can go in there, cause damage, interrupt them, pull them towards the turret and defend. He is just very good. I don't know what happened. I think at this point I messed up with the Fog of War, like you see right here. And yeah, I get jumped. Me and Ari couldn't do much for me. Wait, actually, I don't remember if I die. Oh, I missed that pull. Oh, Teemo, the poison. Is it gonna kill me? Is it gonna kill me? No, actually, no, it's not gonna. Oh, yeah, it is. I just remembered. And okay, right here, this is one of those things you don't want to do. We don't need 3 people bottom. Graves can handle that cap by himself. He doesn't need 3 people bottom. We need help top. If we had Sing Yao or Israel, we could have probably defended that point better. And pro tip: never fight Fury on a 1v1. Unless you're Sing Yao, apparently. Wow, damn. But yeah, never fight Fury on a 1v1. That's a serious tip. Don't chase Singed either. Either. Sorry, I have a cold and my throat keeps yamming. I apologize. So more tips about Dominion. Oh, you will notice that even I have Darius and I have heal. That's one of the most important things about Darius. As long as Darius is dealing damage in a consistent manner, and where are you going, Timo? Where are you going? Props on Ari for doing a great charm. One, Darius, once he's dealing damage and pulling blood counters, he's happy because even if you don't execute him with Noxie and Guillotine, those counters make them bleed, and that is very important. So as a result, the longer you stay alive, the more you will help your team. So I pick heal for one of my summoners spells. The other very important thing about Darius is he is a great damage dealer, and Ignite usually works pretty well. Ignite is overall recommended for like Summoner's Rift or just overall, but it's good especially on the minion because if they're capping a point and you don't want to commit, you feel like you can't take them. You can just simply put Ignite on them and prevent them from capping the point. So that's the reasoning behind me picking the Summoner spells. Another thing you want to do, and Bloody Shark, good job here, man, is capture the health relics or the storm shield, I believe it's called. Capture the middle relics whenever the other team is distracted, because those things give your team an edge. Another thing you might want to do is not pick Ghost or Flash in this game. You don't need the movements. Many people pick Ghost because they think they're going to cap first. You don't need it. They have speed trans, and oh my god, that was embarrassing. They have speed trans all over this map, so you don't need Ghost. Another thing you shouldn't pick is Teleport. It's just overall pretty useless. And Garrison comes recommended in this game type. For those of you who don't know, Garrison gives the turret regeneration and attack damage or something. And oh my god, I'm gonna enjoy this. Die. I hate Teemo. I hate freaking Teemo. Dominion overall is quickly becoming one of my favorite game types and many people's favorite game types because it's very fun. I think one of the things that basically makes people not want to play this game much is it doesn't have a ranked version of it. Wow, ranked. It doesn't have a ranked version of it. Hello, Mike. It kind of, I guess, in a way, if you're a very serious player, it kind of deters you from playing the minion. So I think they should definitely add that. And I don't know, it's just a very fun game type. By the way, fuck. Again, I apologize. And very smart Teemo putting shrooms in the speed trend. Another thing you want to do with the minion, which is Ari just did, I'm sorry I didn't show it, but is push the minion waves, because the minions actually can cap. And so you basically treat it a little bit like a Summoner's Rift. You want to push the minion waves so you can get to the turret. And look at this, Teemo. Come here. Decimate, boom. Oh, shit. Don't use Noxie and Guillotine too soon. Yes, die. What I did right there was terrible. First of all, he had enough health to survive my Noxie and Guillotine, and second, he had heal. Don't do that. The cooldown in Noxie and Guillotine isn't extremely excruciating. However, for the minion is a very fast-paced game, so you can't afford to make mistakes like those. I can't stress enough how important is Noxie and Guillotine on a Darius player. It is the most important part. And look at Graves just capping bottom like a boss. This is what I'm talking about. Now, see how all four of them are forced to go bottom and recapture their point? That is a great move by Graves. And it's just awesome play. Awesome play overall. Now they're overcommitting. They feel like they can kill Graves and Israel. But me and Bloody are here to protect. Which kind of sucks. Actually, Bloody's there to protect. I'm top. And yeah, just stay. An important thing is have some sort of control over your teammates. I'm not saying be like a dictator. Just stay. One person stays bottom. The other people go top. If you break that simple rule of the minion, you're not gonna do well. It's actually very necessary in order to succeed. Kind of random alt from Graves, but okay, whatever. So as you can see, these guys might actually make a comeback. They have capped 3 points, mainly because we have many people bottom, and Teemo's being a sneaky ass goddamn red and capping our points without us noticing. So, have some sort of order when it comes to team compilation. Right now, even though I'm going against my own rules, I have to pretty much go bottom and capture, because the sooner we capture bottom, the more we can get Graves on his feet, and he can chill, and we can all go top. So that's the reasoning behind me. It's not like I'm a hypocrite. It's just that's the reasoning behind it. And look at Twitch's health just go 1, 2 abilities. I forgot to mention one thing. Darius shines with his abilities. So overall, you don't need attack speed. You don't need much damage. And I don't think you need ability power, though I don't discourage you from getting ability power. The build I'm going for in this game is Infinity Edge. I was going to build a Bloodthirster for no reason. I was basically messing around, but as it turns out, Infinity Edge is actually a very, very useful item for Darius. So notice these guys are making a comeback, and the reason why they're making a comeback is because we don't have anybody top. So, time for Darius, the Chuck Norris of League of Legends, to go up there. Notice I don't jump Fiora. It's because as soon as I jump Fiora, the tower will start attacking me. So what do I do? Like a normal person, I start pushing the minion wave. Oh yeah, I have Prospector's Blade as well. And Teemo, just look at Teemo. Now, I'm tempted to go for him, but I don't know where he puts his mushrooms. Maybe he left a trail, so I'm not going to risk it. Now, me and Ahri, beautiful charm by Ahri. Me and Ahri just take this point thanks to the minions. Because look how fast that turret gets. And Bloody Shark is doing a bad move right here. He's capping the Storm Shield with low health. And that's usually what happens. You get killed and they steal it from you. So don't do that. So overall, the minion, very fun game type. Darius, Chuck Norris of League of Legends. I can't stress that enough. And if you think you think you can do better, send me a video. Fuck it, I'll watch it. I'm always watching tips on how to use characters. And Teemo, die! Oh, damn it. Well, that was me. This was full gore commentary, blah, blah, blah. Get at it. Game over.